Hey, 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 it's Tia, baby. And I am back with another video. This video is definitely going to be a short video because of the type of video that I'm going to make. I've got a request from someone in the comment section who asked to make a video about Abraham suing Selena Fans. I did some research and I didn't really find anything about that. The only thing that kept coming up was him suing Chris. And for those that don't know, I'll just give a brief description of what I'm talking about. Back in 2016, um, Abraham was trying to stop, well, didn't try, he did stop. He stopped the production that Chris was planning to make a series based on the 2012 book that he wrote dedicated to Selena called Selena with Love. And he wanted to make a series to bring the book to life. But Abraham sued him because he said that will go against, it will violate the rights that Chris signed off May 1995, a couple of months after she passed. Abraham presented Chris with a document to sign over his marital rights. Well, his rights, his rights, whatever rights he had, over to Abraham. So Abraham is now has the rights of Selena, the name, the singer, the voice, the brand, everything, her music. He has total control over that. So because Chris signed that document, Abraham was like, that violates that document because he has sole rights of that, and he basically feels as though because he signed it, he can't come out with a series. And that the book, he let him come out with the book, even though he stated that it also violates it, but he let him come out with the book. He doesn't want Chris to put out that a series about their relationship. Why? I don't know. That made me mad because it's like, well, like I said in another video, you obviously got something to hide if you are going through great lengths to make sure he doesn't come out with anything visual that explains their marriage, their relationship, Selena as a human. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But he didn't put a stop to the lady Maria, I don't know her last name, the one that did the series about the secrets of Selena. Why didn't he put a stop to her? When she was basically saying, allegedly, saying these things about Selena that weren't true, why didn't he put a stop to her, but he put a stop to Chris? Please explain in the comment section if you guys know. But, after reading, that article about him suing Chris, it just pissed me off even more because it's like this man would go through great lengths to destroy Chris for some reason. And I know people probably like, why you keep harping on Chris? Because that's the only person he picks on for real. That's the only person he picks on. And I don't understand why. Like, if he explains to the public what Chris did to him, for him to hate him so much, for him to go to great lengths to ruin his marriage, to try to ruin his marriage with his daughter, with Chris and his daughter, or all of that. Like, tell us what he did. If he did, it seems like he did something to him, because I don't understand why he's trying to destroy his career and trying to destroy him. Why? Like, you need to give us a reason why. Otherwise, we just gonna think you're a madman. And just he's just based on greed. But to go back on the fact that he's suing fans, like I said, I didn't find any information about that, but I have um read a comment. This was like months ago, and I was trying to find it and I couldn't find it, but it was months ago in one of my earlier videos. A guy expressed to me that he has a t-shirt business, like a graphic business, and he has an account with Etsy. And if you don't know what Etsy is, it's a website where people that create different things and sell them on. They have a separate their own account, and they display like arts and crafts and anything that they created, and they sell it on that website. I will show you guys what Etsy is. He told me that he has a graphic business. Basically, he makes t-shirts, and he puts it on his Etsy account. And he expressed to me that that's what he likes to do. That's his passion, and he really wants to do this thing. And he decided that he wanted to make Selena t-shirts, because he's such a great fan of Selena, and he wanted to sell t-shirts that he created with Selena's name, and the pictures of her and stuff. But he found out that other people that were doing the same thing, they were making great money from it. And he said that Abraham or someone in his family found out about it, and Abraham allegedly threatened them and also threatened to sue them. So he was afraid to pursue that Selena brand under his graphic company, because he was afraid of what Abraham may do, and if he may like sue him or whatever that case may be. So I told him, forget what Abraham said or is doing, because he can't sue everyone. He is not the first, and he is not the last to make any type of merchandise that has Selena name on it or face on it. He can't sue everybody. He's not God. I said that before. He's not in control of everyone who makes something that has something to do with Selena. He can't do that. And he only is doing that because he only is trying to do that because he's not making a profit from it. If he's making a profit from it, he'll leave you alone. But if he know that someone is making stuff with Selena on it and he's not making no profit on it, that's when he comes to attack. And he can't have it all. That's what you call greed. And like I said before, that is one of the 7 deadly sins. And he is very greedy. He can't have all the money in the world. And I told him, if that's your passion, don't worry about what Abraham might do. So what? He can't tell you what to do and what not to do with your brand or with your company. If you want to do it because you are a huge fan of Selena and you want to keep her legacy going, do you? There are people out here that's not affiliated with Aaliyah's family, and they make t-shirts with Aaliyah's name on it and face on it. My brother, for example, he has a t-shirt he bought a t-shirt that has Aaliyah on it, and he's 20. He's about to be 21 soon. When he was born, when she died, he was only 2. He didn't know nothing about her, but he grew to know her, as he got older. But he has a t-shirt of her. People are making things of like deceased celebrities and living celebrities, and you don't see Aaliyah's family going after everybody that makes merchandise from her name or face. They don't. I mean, they don't care. I guess they see it as flattering, as you know, they keeping her legacy alive. And they okay with that. They not trying to make an easy dollar because they could have done so many things to make more money off of her, but they don't want to do that because they're not that type of people. I do believe that they should make a movie, a good movie about her, and I think that the actress Keisha Shante should play Aaliyah because she looks a lot like her and she reminds me of her. And I just hope one day that Missy did that that movie with the Clark sisters, which was an amazing movie. If you haven't heard or if you haven't watched it, please watch it. Her Missy, who else? Queen Latifah and Mary J. Blige produced it, and they did an amazing job. And I know that, and of course, Missy is a close friend of Aaliyah and worked with Aaliyah for many years. And I believe that she, Timbaland, whoever was affiliated with her, and should link up with her family, which I think they tried, but the family didn't want to do it. But I think that it's time. She's been gone for, I believe, 19 years. It's time for them to make a real movie. That little Lifetime movie was some trash. It was complete trash, and I wish that they did not put that Lifetime didn't put it out because they didn't have legal rights to her music, so she couldn't. Her real music wasn't even in the movie. It was just trash, and I think that her family needs to let her story be heard, told, so people of the new generation can know more about her. So that's my opinion about that. But back to Abraham. Abraham is a shrewd businessman. People say that he's a lot like Joseph Jackson. He's worse than Joseph Jackson. Joseph Jackson was a strict father and was very controlling of his boys and try to be in control of their music career. Yes, he didn't. He disapproved of a lot of his son's marriages because he felt like it was going to come between the music career. So yes, there are a lot of similarities, and yes, he is Jehovah Witness. There is a lot of similarities, but Abraham is much, much, much worse, much worse, much worse. And I don't know. I don't know what to say much more about him. Also, last thing. I know this video is like all over the place, but last thing, I also found out in the comment section, like several people in my comment section throughout the months have expressed to me that they actually met Abraham. They went to they visited the museum, the Selena Museum, and he was there, and a lot of people was saying that he was very rude, that they asked some people have asked to him for autograph. He said another time, but you're the father of someone that never never dismisses a autograph, but you did. I've also was told that he would look at guests like in a mean way, or like, why are you here, or just stuff. He wasn't very inviting. I was told that he was beside himself, and not those many words, but along their lines. It was just a lot of negative stuff that people that met him either in the museum or just on the streets of Texas, that he was very arrogant, very mean, rude, all of that. And I believe him. I don't know Abraham personally, but I believe them because this is my theory. And I've always said this. If multiple people are saying the same thing about one person, then to me, that's true. And I've heard this from several people that he's not a good person. So and I want to I want to go back to the Clark sister movie. And I know people like, huh? But if you watch the movie, there's a scene where one of the sisters that isn't in the group anymore, she always, they, I guess she was like the dark cloud of the family or of the sisterhood. And one of her other sisters was like, "You are so hard to love sometimes," because they were getting ready to get signed, and the one that they had an issue with didn't want to sign because she was just tired of singing. She was just tired of living her life through her mom and all of that. And it made the other sisters upset, and she was just like, one of the sisters was like, "You are just so hard to love," and she replied and said, "Well, you're not too hard to love because you're my sister," and she left. But I said this because I think that, I don't know Selena personally either, but I do believe she probably felt the same way, that I love my father, but sometimes he's hard to love and he is hard to like. I'm sure that man made like put an emotional strain on her for years. So I know that, and sometimes parents make you feel that way. That is that when they constantly, nag you, or like nitpick at you and stuff like that. Sometimes it is hard to like them. I wouldn't say it's hard to love them, but sometimes it's hard to like them sometimes. And I know people can feel me on that. So I'm sure Selena felt that same way, that it's hard to, maybe not to love him, but maybe in her situation, it probably was hard to love him because he went through great lengths to make her life miserable. And so it probably was hard to love him sometimes, but mostly hard to like. And he is disliked by many. Also, before I roll out, there was also fans were in an uproar. So when we talk about fans, they were in an uproar because after Chris made that comment about the upcoming Netflix series that Abraham and his family is producing, that he didn't know about it. And I said that in a previous video that he made a comment saying that he saw the actor that's playing him. He don't know nothing about this actor, never saw the script, but interested to know what the series is going to be about. People, like fans, were upset about that. Like they were trying to contact the family, hashtagging and all of that. Like, why wasn't Chris involved? Like, give us explanation of why he wasn't involved. And then they were also threatening to like not even purchase, allegedly not purchasing like the Mac products, and not going to view the series. And but this was regard to not only the series thing that he wasn't involved with, but also a few times he was not seen at at the concerts, the dedication concerts. I think it's the Fiesta Camola Flor thing. He was only there two times, and I think in recent years he hasn't been performing. And I guess people were speculating that he wasn't invited. So that made fans mad, and that he wasn't invited by the family. That made fans mad. So they was threatening to not buy the makeup line. Also, not going to see the series, not going to show up at the concerts that the family was orchestrating because Chris wasn't there. So they are really, really connected to Chris because that is like the closest thing that, you know, that to Selena. So I mean, I can understand why people were upset. And it's just, I'm speechless. It's crazy. Like sometimes, like not too long ago, I really felt like I was so angry at Abraham that I wanted to go up there and punch him. Like that's how angry he makes me feel when I read stuff on him. And I don't, I don't know. And then now, and also that little toupee, cause he ain't fooling nobody. That's a fucking toupee. That motherfucker need to take that shit off. It looks ridiculous on him. It looks like a pile of shit, like the shit emoji, just planted on his fucking head. Like, I know my hair ain't all that, but see, I'm my raw self. I'm not in the public. I'm in my own damn home. So when I go in the public, I don't I dress, and I dress very well. But if I'm in my own home, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about what I look like. I'm in my own home. I ain't trying to impress nobody. But that man is in the public with that little pile of shit on his head. Man, bye. Um, but if you have any information about him suing other fans, because that's the only thing that's close to that I expressed and talked about, let me know in the comments. You can leave a link in the comment section so I can, go on it and read up on it and do a part two. But until then, I will catch you later and I will do another video probably next week. I thank you guys for supporting my birthday dedication video to her. I tried my best to do a good job. I wanted to do a song that she sung in the background, but I didn't want to be copyrighted. So that's why I used one of the songs from the app that I use to edit my videos because I didn't want to get copyrighted and I didn't want, yeah. So, and you know that it's going to go to him. So, no. But, oh, also, I did buy a shirt. Well, I have two Selena shirts. And I bought one from Burlington. Didn't think that her family was affiliated with those. I thought it was like maybe a freelance, company that made her shirt, and I didn't realize until after I purchased it that it was actually by her family. The Selena is like official Selena. I have to look at the tag, but yeah, I was like, dang, I know that's money in his pocket, but no, whatever, because they made their own merchandise and they're selling them at Walmart, Burlington, apparently, stuff like that. I'm not supporting him. I'm not. Now, if any, I have another shirt that I got from that people were like selling on Facebook, and it's not from the family. It's from a freelance um artist. So I purchased one from him, and I'll like show you guys. But yeah, I want some more Selena shirts, but I'm not getting it through Abraham's. No, I'm not. But that's all I have for today. And like I said, I'll be back with another video soon. And I hope you guys are safe out here with all this crap that's going on. And I'll get back with you later. Peace.